Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video we're going to talk getting started with Warhammer 40,000, and today we're going to take a look at the Leagues of Votann, and in particular the Greater Thurian League sub-faction of the army. Now, this is one of the many different sub-factions you can find for the Leagues of Votann found inside Codex Leagues of Votann, which will be released very soon. In this video, we're going to go talk about their League custom and what makes this particular sub-faction of the Leagues of Votann special. We'll then take a look at a couple of units we recommend to start off with for this particular sub-faction. After that, we'll have a look at some other units to expand upon those initial purchases with, and finally finish off the video with a little sample army list of 1,000 points for you to use as some inspiration for creating your own first army of the Leagues of Votann. And so, we get the League custom called Ruthless Efficiency. Models with this custom, excluding cog models, so none of your little friends, count as 2 models when determining control on an objective marker, or 5 models if they have a wounds characteristic of 10 or more. This is just a really solid ability where objectives are so important. This, can really break down and really come into control. Age of Sigmar has had a lot of this go into its game recently, and it is massive for who controls objectives. It should definitely not be underestimated how powerful this sort of ability can be. Each time, also, a unit with this custom is selected to shoot or fight, you can reroll 1 hit or 1 wound roll when making the unit's attacks. I really like that it's being able to choose either one, because this doesn't mean that particular characters that provide rerolls to hit or wound are useless with such rerolls for your army. You're not losing out on anything with this, because you can choose, if you've got, say, a Carl which provides rerolls to hit, you would then choose to reroll a wound. Same if you've got an Iron Here champion who provides rerolls to wound to Iron Here Hearthguard near him, you can choose to reroll hits instead. Now, looking where to start, I don't think there's any place to start other than the named character for the Leagues of Votann, which is Uthar the Destined. He is our named character for the Leagues of Votann, and he's from this particular sub-faction, the Greater Thurian League. Now, he's got some cool abilities. First of all, he has his Kindred Hero Aura ability, like any Carl would. Reroll hit rolls of 1 if you're within 6 inch. He's also got the High Carl ability, where in your command phase you can select a friendly Greater Thurian League core or character unit within 6 inch. Until the start of your next command phase, you can reroll hit rolls for that unit. Pretty cool stuff. The Destined rule is nice, where each time an attack is allocated to this model, you change the damage of that attack to 1, so he never takes more than 1 damage at a time. He's got a 4-up Invulnerable save. Grim Efficiency allows him to put some Judgment tokens out there. And his Ancestral Fortune ability, once per battle round, a hit, wound, or damage, or saving roll for this model can be counted as a 6. You can also use this on a friendly unit within 6 inch as well. Blade of the Ancestors that he carries is pretty cool for +1 strength, AP -4, damage 2. And also, if the unmodified hit roll is a 6, it inflicts 2 mortal wounds and the attack sequence ends. 3 mortal wounds, however, instead if the target of the attack has a judgment token on them. Now, he does get to select a couple of different warlord traits. If you choose to make him your warlord, he gets 2 for the price of 1. First of all, he's going to have Ancestral Bearing, where if you use an ability in the command phase, you can add 3 inch to the range of it, and also his aura abilities are also increased by 3 inch as well. And then he's got Experienced Eye, where in each of your command phases you can use the Grim Efficiency rule a second time. So some really solid abilities. He's a great force multiplier for your Leagues of Votann. Alongside him, Hearthkin Warriors are definitely the way to go. Your basic troop for the Leagues of Votann that can be equipped in a variety of different ways, providing either some nice close range firepower or more longer range firepower. Now, you can also choose a variety of different weapon options and upgrade options as well, like the Medipack providing some nice damage protection. Multi-Wave Comms Array allows Carl models' abilities to target this unit from 24 inch away, and the Pan-Spectral Scanner allows your opponents to never get the ability of light cover against targets from this unit. Where do we look to next though? And I actually think bringing in a second Carl is a really nice benefit. Uthar has some good combat potential, so you're wanting to push him up into your opponent's lines more, so having a secondary Carl in your back lines is definitely a pretty solid choice. The secondary Carl can be much more reserved in how it's going to play and provide those backfield abilities and auras around. Now, looking into some units we can use to push up the table, of course, with our Uthar the Destined Chthonian Berserks are definitely a great option. They are combat all the time. Now, the cool thing about them is they are just in basic void armor, which is really nice, meaning they only take up one model in our transports. You can choose to take mole grenade launchers, which provide them with Hunter D6 Strength 5, AP -2 damage 1 blast weapons that don't have to target models visible to them. They have a couple of different weapon options with the concussion moles at ×2 Strength plus and -3 AP, damage 3, however -1 to hit with them, though that means you do go to a nice massive Strength 10. Heavy plasma axes can be +1 strength or strength user and provide a variety of different benefits for either targeting more heavily armored and tougher opponents or against troops. And the twin concussion gauntlets are a nice sort of midway point, I think, between the two different weapon options. The augmented rule allows them to roll a d6 every time they suffer a wound or mortal wound, and on a 5+ that wound is not lost. Then cyber stims when you can reroll charge rolls for this unit as well. If you're looking for something maybe a little bit more durable, though, you can go with the Iron Here Hearthguard, who have that 2-up save, toughness 5, 2 wounds a piece. Really, the big difference here is in the save. They've got a 2+ rather than the 6+, though they don't have any wound shrug. They can get a 4-up invulnerable save on their unit's champion and have a much more shooting ability than the Chthonian Berserks, though they do take up more models in transports. Speaking of transports, I think a Hecaton Land Fortress is a fantastic addition. This is going to be able to carry Chthonian Berserks and indeed a character along with them to give them all the benefits they need. This thing is bristling with guns with 4 sponsor-mounted weapons of either the bolt cannons, which are just better heavy bolters, or they can take the ion beamers. So they can have, quite a few beam weapons from this unit as well. You then get the option of your Panspectral Scanner or a once per game missile launcher. You can have your Martyr auto cannon, or you can choose to upgrade this for my particular favourite, a heavy Magna Rail cannon. Heavy 1, strength 14, -4 AP, damage 2d3 +6. Magna Rail ability means that damage spills over. And you've also still got the cyclic ion cannon on it as well. So you've just got a ton of different weapon options. That cyclic ion cannon can be replaced with things like that heavy Magna Rail cannon. You've got that Martyr auto cannon on it. So many different guns on this thing. It is bristling, and it can carry 12 models as well. And so here is our sample army list. We're obviously in the Greater Thurian League. We've got a patrol detachment, which will cost us no command points because our warlord is in the detachment. That warlord being Uthar the Destined, taking a warlord trait to get both Ancestral Bearing and Experienced Eye for the price of 1. Carl with Mass Gauntlet, Auto Pattern Combi Bolter, and Rampart Crest for some nice backfield support for those 2 Hearthkin warrior squads. Both of them have Panspectral Scanners, Auto Pattern Bolters. They're just a longer range. We're really going to use these units to provide some shooting power from the backfield. So L7 missile launchers and Magna Rail rifles on them as well. Elites wise, we have a unit of 10 Chthonian Berserks. We've got a mix of heavy plasma axes and concussion mauls, 2 twin concussion gauntlets, and 2 mole launchers in there as well. Lastly, we have the Hecaton Land Fortress, bolt cannons, Panspectral Cannon, Martyr autocannon, and the heavy Magna Rail cannon for me is the way to go. If we had some spare points, I might go with the beamers on it, but bolt cannons are still a really solid option. 2 CP because we've only got the Warlord trait in there. We've not gone with an artifact. None of them really sort of suit what we're trying to go for. 48 power level, 1000 points on the nose. If you've got some thoughts about how to use Uthar the Destined and indeed the Greater Thurian League, let us know down in the comments below. And so that is the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And while you're at it, why not come join our Discord server as well, which you can find linked in the video's description. Also linked in the video's description is the best way to help support the channel via Patreon or YouTube members. If you'd like to help support either, it would be greatly appreciated as it goes towards making the channel better and better at doing what we continue to do here. We'd like to give a special shout out to all our Patreons and YouTube members, so a thank you to our Patreons: Christian Weir, Soren, Greenskins Gaming, Kenny Lowe, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, Anthony B, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Derek, and GRP390. And also a shout out to our YouTube members: Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop, Terrain, and John Castle. Lastly, a special shout out to all the people who help support the channel via sponsorship or via collaborations, and a special thanks as well to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork you see on the channel. Thank you all for watching. Once again, everyone, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.